beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess and this is Life with Jess. I hope everyone who's watching this video, you guys are doing good and that you guys have had a good day, or you guys are having a good day. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you came across this channel. If you're returning, as always, thank you guys for rocking with me. As you guys can tell from the title of today's video, I am taking you way back. Yes, way back to the 90s, honey, to early 2000, when black TV shows were the bomb.com. Yes. I seen Moesha been trending on social media last week, and so I was like, you know what, let me talk to my followers. Let's see how many of you guys are in my age group. I am not letting you guys know my age group, and no, it's not a secret. I just want to know how many of you guys can relate to these shows that we had way back in the 1980s that y'all used to binge watch before YouTube, before Netflix, before Hulu, and all these other things that has now taken over the good shows, right? So let's get straight into the video. So wait, I have six. I have you need to get through? Go. I have my baby. I have six shows that I came up with. Like 6 shows that were the bomb, like 6 black shows that were worth watching back in the 1980s. The first show is Moesha. Now, if you weren't born in the US, you probably have heard of these shows and probably have not watched all of the episodes, because I was talking to my husband. He was born in Jamaica. Yes, he's older than I am, but still, he didn't know Moesha. He said he heard of Jamie Foxx but never really watched the Jamie Foxx show. So if you weren't born in the US, chances are you probably heard of these shows but never really binge watch any of these shows. But if that's the case, it's all good. It is all good. These were just the shows that I used to watch growing up. The first show is Moesha. How many of you guys watch Moesha? I'm gonna sing the song for you if I remember. Mo to the E to the Mo to the E to the dun and dun and dun and dun and it's you, eat me. Dun and dun and it's you, it's me. Not realize my responsibility. Yeah, I don't remember, but I know I used to watch that show every day. As a matter of fact, I know I've watched all of the entire show. I've watched all of it. The main character in Moesha was, of course, Moesha, who is Brandy. We had her daddy. His name was Frank. Frank was strict. Man, Frank was strict. He was just strict. Then we had the stepmom, Moesha's stepmom, because her mom died, so dad remarried. Stepmom was Dee. She was a cool stepmom. I think she played the role of a stepmom really good. I know a lot of people, if you're a stepmom, you don't want to overstep the motherhood boundaries, but she did a really good job in playing the stepmom in Moesha. Then we had her best friend Kim. We had Miles, which was Moesha's little brother. We had the boyfriend. Y'all remember Q? Frank did not like Q because he was a little thug. Frank did not like Q. So we had Q, the boyfriend, and we had Andell. Andell, remember, she owned like this little jazz lounge type of shop. Yeah, that was Auntie. They call her Auntie. She was like that is where Moesha and what's her name, Kim, all the girlfriend boyfriend used to hang out. What was the best friend? Hakeem. Oh yeah, I remember Hakeem. Hakeem was cool too. So watching Moesha, who was your favorite character? I don't know who was mine. I didn't think about that. I just thought about that question right now. Yeah. If you guys hear like a little echo, that's my baby. She's playing Barbie, and I'm gonna ask her to like lower it down a little bit, baby girl. Oh, please. So comment down below 1 through 6 as I go down the list of these shows. Who were your favorite character in any of these shows? Now think about it. I think I liked the main character. I liked Moesha. I liked her. So yeah, growing up I thought she was beautiful, black. She embraced her role really well. So Moesha was my favorite character. And Moesha, Brandy Moesha was my favorite character. Show number 2 that I binge watch, and my battery died, y'all. Show number 2, Sister. I think I'm gonna sing the song, if you guys don't mind, as long as I know them for all 6. So here we go, Sister. Sing with me, y'all. Sing. Sister, I got my own life, and in my own style, in my own time. Now I know and then and different we has grown to be. Wow, bow, bow, bow. Oh, 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 oh. I told you I can't sing. Wow, bow, bow, bow. Oh, 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 oh. Sister. Don't mind my y'all, don't mind me. But yeah, Sister was the show. If you guys have not heard, I don't think they even play Sister on TV anymore. I don't think so. I don't think they play Moesha, and I don't think they're playing Sister anymore. Shh. So yeah, Sister, if you guys don't know, were the 2 twins, which are Tia and Tamara. They had this annoying little neighbor called Roger, and the line for Roger was, "Go home, Roger." Yeah. The dad was, who was the dad? Okay, so we had Lisa. Lisa was Tia's adopted mother, and then we have Tamara, who was Tamara's father, Ray, who was the widow. So we had Ray and Lisa, who somehow they were in the store shopping, and then they found each other. They bumped into each other and realized, hey, you're my twin, you got my face. And they were like, what? And then the parents, Ray and Lisa, kind of joined together and started living together. It was weird in the beginning, but that was a show that I definitely enjoy watching. My favorite character in Sister was, or is, Tia. I just always liked Tia for some reason. She I don't know, I always liked Tia. She was more relatable to me. Like Tamara was like the bad twin. She wasn't really bad, but she was like the bad twin. She was the one who would always try to, you know, sneak out. Tia was the smart one. Like, I'm not gonna do this. We're gonna get in trouble if we do this. Like, she always overthought things. Versus Tamara, she was reckless. Like, let's do it. Let's drive the car. We'll be back on time. Nothing's gonna happen. Can you take my test for me? We have the same face. That was Tamara. But favorite character in Sister was Tia. Comment down below who's your favorite character for Sister show. Show number 3, the Steve Harvey show. First of all, I like Steve Harvey. So yes, I did grow up watching Steve Harvey way before he's what is he doing now? The Price is Right, something like that, some talk show, I don't know. But I like Steve Harvey. I grew up watching Steve Harvey. I think I watched just about every episode in the Steve Harvey show. So he was madly in love with, what was he? He was a music teacher at a high school, and his students were absolutely comfortable with him. Like, real comfortable. They came for him for girl advice, boy advice, trouble in the home, class issue, friend issue, all sorts of issue. So yeah, I grew up watching Steve Harvey. I love it. Like I said, he was madly in love with Regina, the principal. And yeah, she liked them too. She was playing hard to get. It's because she was, you know, she didn't want to mix work with pleasure. But eventually she gave in. The students were Bullethead. Y'all remember Bullethead. We had Cedric, who was called Mr. Robinson, and his wife Levita, Mrs. Robinson. She was like the admin assistant, and he, Mr. Robinson, was, what was he? He was the assistant PE coach. No, he was a PE coach. Yes, he was a PE coach. Then we had Levita, which is Mrs. Robinson. We had Stanley, which is Bullethead. We had Romeo. We had my girl Lydia. Yeah, I love that show. So, favorite character, I would have to say between Romeo and Lydia. Like, them two are a tie. I love both of their character. I love both of their role in the Steve Harvey show, but I really can't pick one. So I'm just gonna say Romeo and Lydia. Comment down below, who is your favorite character in the Steve Harvey show, if you watch the Steve Harvey show. Again, these three so far, these three shows, I have not seen them on TV, so I'm guessing they aren't playing these shows anymore. So if you haven't seen them, probably, you know, get into YouTube. Maybe, I'm not sure if they're showing you the seasons or episode, but check it out. It's funny, it's relatable. You can find positive points in each episode. In each season, they have something that you could learn from, something that you can relate to, something that has, you know, that would get you thinking. I really enjoy these black back in the days 90s video. Show number 4. Of course, they are still playing this on TV, so regardless if you were born in the 90s, I mean in 1980s, it doesn't matter because they're still playing this. So if you have not watched The Wayans Brother, go ahead and watch The Wayans Brother. Y'all already know Marlon is a straight comedian. So imagine having his own show. Well, it wasn't his own, but he was like the main character. And let me just say, yes, Marlon was my favorite character in the Marlon show. The Wayans Brother. It's called The Wayans Brother, not The Marlon Show. The Wayans Brother. So we had Sean Marlon. Then we had Sean William. Then we had Marlins, and then we had Pops, which was their dad. We had Dee. She was the security woman at Pop's little dining shop. You know, thinking about it, most of these black 1980, they all had like a little dining hangout area. Yeah, they did. Moesha had one. I don't know about Sister or Steve Harvey, but I know Moesha and the Wayans Brother. But yeah, the Wayans Brother, they had Dee was the security. They had Monique and Lou. I don't remember them. They came in season 2 because when I was looking up the character, they popped up, but I don't remember them. So for me, the main character were Marlon, Sean, Pops, and Dee. They were really the main character. And of course, Marlon is my favorite. The next show that was popping back in the 1980s was, and they're still playing this, everyone's all-time favorite, Family Matters. Yo, that show is bomb, 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 bomb. I love that show. I love Family Matters. My favorite character off rip, of course, is Steve, but second would be, I like Laura. I don't know, she was humble, she was gentle, she was kind. She had her head on her shoulder. I love Laura's character. I love that show. Even my mama know every character on this show. It is the best show, and I think a lot, you know what, even my husband knows, and he was born in Jamaica, so y'all must know of Family Matters. And I believe I watched every last episode, every last. You know what, I like Steve, but I didn't like when he, like, yes, don't get me wrong, when he transformed into Stefan, I didn't like Stefan. I felt like he was too cocky, and like knowing Steve was never cocky. He was a geek. He was an Urkel. Like he was never popular. So to go from like being the unpopular, the black sheep, and then becoming so conceited, I like the way Stefan looked. He was like but his character was just like, man, give me back Steve. Steve was humbling, he was helpful, he would stick out for you. Shout out to Steve, man. I love you, Steve. Well, I love the way Stefan looked, but Steve character. But yeah, Steve was the best, my #1 pick for favorite character. And then we had Laura. I love her character. So we had main character, we had Carl Winslow. We know he was a cop. Then we have wife Harriet. Then we had Eddie got in all sorts of trouble. We had Eddie, we had Laura, we had Estelle. Remember Estelle was the grandmother, Carl's mom. I love her too. We had Lil Richie. Mom's was Rachel. Then we have Myra, the crazy one who was obsessed with Steve. And then we had Waldo and Jamal. Those were Eddie's best friends. So they are still playing, because every now and then, whenever in the daytime, like around 12, 1, whenever I turn on the TV, I do see they're playing it. I don't know what channel, but check your local TV guide and you might be able to find Family Matters. This is a great show for you guys to sit back, relax, and chill. I know we all into Netflix, but bringing back all these black sitcom is what it used to be, and it still can be. My last show, I hope this is the last one. Is it 6? Hold on, y'all, I gotta count. I've been talking too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yup, the last show is Different World. I used to watch it because I think we didn't have cable. I didn't love it. Like, I didn't love it. I just used to watch it because it was like addictive and I knew all the characters. I didn't really love it. Like, when you're growing up, like, okay, I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. They're not gonna love these shows because, first of all, they're not understanding life, because all of these shows are life learn lesson, things that you can learn from, you can relate to. So they don't have anything that they're trying to learn, like in terms of family wise or problem or issue, how to talk to your parent, things like that. These shows demonstrated and gave example on you know, how to approach a certain how to address these situations. So growing up, I didn't love Different World, but as I grew older, I went back and binge watched all of the Different World episode, and I loved it. I love Different World. I love Dwayne and Whitley love story. I love it. Oh my goodness. I love them. I love them. Main character. So who did I like? I don't know who I like. I'm thinking about it. Y'all drop a comment on this one, on show number 6, and let me know who's your favorite character in Different World. So we had Denise, we had Julissa, she was the professor. We had Veron, he was the owner of the coffee shop. See, everybody had like this little coffee shop to hang out with. We had Walter, we had Colonel, he was the sergeant, all about yes sir, captain type of stuff. We had, of course, Dwayne and Whitley. We had Ron, who was Dwayne's best friend. We had Kimberly. To me, she was like, now I'm, you know, looking back, she was like the black activist in that show. Y'all comment down below if she wasn't, like, now that you're sitting down and you're looking at, you know, back in the days, you're looking, especially the time we live in and what's happening around us, she's a black activist. Her character would definitely be very prominent in this day and age. But yeah, guys, so we have come to the end. If you guys are like me and you guys miss these shows and you wish they would just play back the old 1980s, you know, 1990s, I keep saying 80s, it's actually 1990s. So the 1990s, early 2000s black sitcom. Y'all comment down below if you guys used to watch these shows. If you have not heard of any of these shows, or you just watch like little bits and pieces, man, just comment down below and let me know which one of these shows were your favorite. Now, Depending on the feedback that I get from this video, I will be doing a part 2. Yes, a part 2, because you know it ain't just 6 black shows that I used to watch. I used to watch more. Let me give y'all a little preview of the other shows that I used to watch. Depending how good this video does, we will go back and do a part 2 to these shows. Living single, living single. No, we are living single. Oh, love that show. I didn't like it back then, but I love it now. I really love it now. And I did go back and binge watch just like I did for A Different World. Y'all know Jamie Foxx, that is still playing. Living Single, I haven't seen Living Single, but Jamie Foxx is still playing, because I think I watched maybe like 2 weeks ago. I seen Jamie Foxx. Y'all remember the Parkers? Parker was kind of like a Moesha to me. It wasn't my favorite, but it was again a black show that I was into back in the 1990s. Y'all remember In the House with LA Cool J? In the House. I don't remember the song. I'm gonna remember it if I do a part 2. Smart Guy. He's a smart guy. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Smart guy. Y'all seen the PJs? Gullah Gullah Island? Like, I used to watch it, but I don't think I've ever really got into Gullah Gullah Island. So that is not like my #1 top 1990s show. And last but not least, Malcolm and Eddie. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a comment, hit that like button, share with a friend, and I will see you guys in the next video. As always, thank you guys for watching.